We win. Oh, come on. Hello everyone, my name is Bloody Elevator, and we're back at it once again with Spire Knights. This time, we're fighting the Royal Jelly Boss. The weapon loadout that'll be used for this is a Nightblade and a Pyrotech Alchemer Mark II. The Nightblade is being used here because it's one of the stronger 3-star weapons that you can get at this point in the game, as the majority of the enemies here are going to be slimes, whose weakness just so happens to be shadow attacks, and a Pyrotech Alchemer Mark II for elemental damage as well as additional burn damage. Now this might not be the most optimal equipment for this run. Now this was the best equipment that I was able to get at the time of recording. Alternatively, you could use a Fire Burst Brandish in combination with a shadow weapon, like a Graviton Charge, or some other shadow weapon you're able to get. Now the armor loadout that's being used right now is a solid Cobalt Helm and armor, along with a Swift Strike Buckler. It's probably not the best armor you could use for this boss fight, but with how rare orbs drop in this game, we're just going to have to work with what we have at the moment, and try our best to survive, and not get KO'd. Originally, I was planning on uploading the whole video, just like this Narbolex video from a few days ago, but then I rewatched it and realized how much time I spent in the video doing things like kiting enemies for a while, and doing random stuff like heading to press a button to get to the next key, and then getting distracted by heading to a different direction to mine some minerals. So most of the fights on the way to the boss fight will be shortened for convenience. At best, I'll show you the first few seconds of the fight, and then cut to the last few seconds of the fight before the last few enemies are defeated. If you are more interested in seeing the whole video cut into parts instead of it being edited like this, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do about that. So now that we've cleared both the rooms on the left and the right, let's put these statues down and clear the center room. Now that that's over with, let's grab our prize and head to the next level. Now that we're here, we have to clear at least 3 of these rooms in order to proceed. We could clear the 4th room if we wanted to, and we will, because more loot. Lower left room, we just need to find the hidden buttons and press all of them in order to get the key and leave, but we'll still defeat all the enemies we can. And the room has been cleared. Now for the upper left room, we have to defeat 3 sets of enemies in order to unlock the key. Now that that's out of the way, for the lower right room, we need to press all the buttons and defeat all the enemies. And there are spikes. Now the enemies are defeated and this room is done. Now the upper right room is probably the hardest of them all, because you have gun puppies sniping you, and a lot of enemies at the start, and not much room to work with because of the spikes, but we should be okay. We may or may not have lost a life from that room, but that's okay, we'll manage. We claim our fabulous prize for getting all the keys. Now for the final fight before the boss battle. I love the change in the music here. Like the music is trying to say that we're almost there, and keep going. Now that that's over with, let's clean up this room and fight the boss. Here we go. Now I'll try to keep the video cuts here to a minimum, since this is the boss fight. But I will be cutting some things out because I felt that I spent way too much time attempting to get rid of these jelly turrets. I was removing the jelly turrets and using fire and poison against the royal jelly boss, as the poison will keep the royal jelly from healing, and the fire was helping with burn damage. Now the first half of this battle wasn't too bad. I had it mostly under control. I was probably getting impatient on the last half of this battle, from having to spend so much time trying to remove jelly turrets, that at the end I probably wasn't paying attention to the other enemies and the bullets from the jelly turrets that caused me to get knocked out quite a few times. Oh, and I accidentally opened the menu at one point. I had to edit that out too. So for this battle I was defeated about 4 times in this boss battle. That last one was just awkward because I wasn't paying attention. It's kinda silly looking back at it. The most that can be done now is just have a laugh at it and pay more attention next time. So I admit that this wasn't my best attempt at this boss, but the Royal Jelly boss was defeated, and that's what matters. Let's reap our rewards. And that's all I wanted to share with you for today. Thank you for watching.